Family parties in our house were never about celebration. They were about comparison. Who earned more? Who looked better? Who made our parents proud? And who didn't? Guess who that usually was? Me. That evening, the living room was decorated with fairy lights. Music played softly. Tables were filled with expensive food. Relatives laughed loudly. Photos were being taken. It looked perfect. From the outside. Inside. It was a battlefield. I arrived alone. Wearing my simple dress. No brand name. No flashy jewelry. Just confidence I had slowly built in silence. My sister was already there. Surrounded by attention. Designer clothes. Latest phone. Loud laughter. She worked at a big company. A real job, according to my parents. Mine. Freelance. Remote. Quiet. Unstable, they called it. As soon as she saw me, she smiled. Not warmly. Sharply. Like a knife wrapped in sugar. "Oh look," she said loudly. "The family failure is here." The room went silent. Some cousins laughed awkwardly. Some looked away. My parents pretended not to hear. My face burned. Not because she was right. Because she was cruel. I forced a smile. "Nice to see you too," I replied. She rolled her eyes. "Still doing those little online jobs? Must be hard watching everyone else succeed." I felt small. For a second. Then I remembered. She didn't know my real life. She didn't know about the contracts. The clients. The late nights. The money I saved. The plans I had. Because I never talked about it. I didn't need applause. I needed peace. But she needed an audience. So she kept going. "Honestly," she added, raising her glass. "We all know who's carrying this family forward." She pointed at herself. People clapped. Half-heartedly. My mother smiled proudly. My father nodded. I looked at my plate. Suddenly, someone joined us. A tall man. Well-dressed. Confident. Calm. He stood beside my sister. She straightened immediately. "Everyone," she announced. "This is my boss, Mr. Rahman." Her voice was full of pride. "This is why I'm so busy," she said. "Working with people like him." He shook hands with my parents. With relatives. Then he turned to me. "And you are?" he asked kindly. Before I could answer, my sister interrupted. "She's nobody important," she laughed. "Just our family failure." My heart stopped. For a moment. The words hung in the air. Heavy. Ugly. Unforgivable. Mr. Rahman looked at her. Then at me. He didn't laugh. He didn't nod. He didn't agree. He only smiled. A slow, knowing, mysterious smile. And said something so unexpected. That the entire room would soon fall silent. And my sister's perfect image would begin to crack. Mr. Rahman didn't look at my sister when he spoke. He kept his eyes on me. Studying. Observing. Like he already knew something no one else did. "She's nobody important," he repeated softly. My sister laughed nervously. "You know. I mean, she's still figuring things out." He nodded slowly. "Interesting," he said. Then he turned fully toward me. "What do you do?" he asked. This time, I answered. "I run a digital consulting business," I said calmly. "I help companies automate their operations and scale online." The room shifted. People leaned in. My sister frowned. "That's exaggerated," she said quickly. "She just works online sometimes." Mr. Rahman raised his eyebrow. "Is it?" he asked. He pulled out his phone. Opened an app. Typed something. Then showed me the screen. "Is this you?" he asked. It was my website. My logo. My company name. My portfolio. My testimonials. My heart skipped. "Yes," I replied. He smiled wider. "I thought so." Then he faced everyone. "Your daughter," he said to my parents, "is one of the most reliable consultants I've worked with this year." My mother blinked. "What?" she whispered. Mr. Rahman continued. My company hired her team 3 months ago. 3 months. I had signed that contract quietly. Didn't tell anyone. Didn't celebrate. Just worked. Day and night. She redesigned our entire system, he said. Cut our costs by 30%. Increased productivity by 40%. Gasps filled the room. My sister's face turned pale. But, she stammered. She never told us. I looked at her. Because you never asked, I said softly. Silence. Heavy. Uncomfortable. Then he added the twist. In fact, Mr. Rahman said, I'm here tonight because of her. Everyone froze. She recommended you, he said, pointing at my sister. She said you were hardworking. My sister's eyes widened. You did, she whispered. I nodded. Yes, I said. Even after everything. Mr. Rahman sighed. Sadly, he continued, your performance hasn't matched her words. Murmurs spread. She misses deadlines, he said. Avoids responsibility. Blames others. My sister looked like she might faint. We were planning to terminate her contract, he said calmly. But tonight, I understand why. My father stood up. Wait, he said nervously. Is this true? Mr. Rahman nodded. Your family failure carries my company. Your successful daughter is at risk. My sister's voice shook. Why didn't you tell me? She asked me angrily. You could have warned me. I met her eyes. You never listened, I replied. You only mocked. Then Mr. Rahman looked at me again. We're offering you a long-term partnership, he said. International expansion. Triple pay. The room exploded. Whispers. Shock. Regret. Jealousy. My parents stared at me like strangers. For the first time. They were seeing me. Not as a disappointment. But as power. And my sister was watching her throne crumble. In front of everyone. After Mr. Rahman finished speaking, no one touched their food. No one laughed. No one checked their phones. The party that was once loud and proud had become silent and small. My sister stood frozen. Her perfect image shattered. My parents slowly walked toward me. My mother's eyes were full of tears. Why didn't you tell us? She asked quietly. We would have supported you. I smiled gently. I learned to support myself, I replied. My father nodded. We judged too fast, he admitted. We're sorry. For the first time. Those words felt real. My sister finally spoke. Her voice was weak. I didn't know you were doing so well, she said. I was just joking. Jokes don't hurt like that, I answered calmly. Only disrespect does. She looked down. I'm sorry, she whispered. I didn't argue. I didn't shout. I didn't celebrate her fall. I simply said, next time, be kind. You never know who's rising quietly. Mr. Rahman shook my hand before leaving. Proud of you, he said. You earned this. Later that night, I stepped outside. Cool air. Quiet stars. Peace. For years, I had chased approval. Begged for validation. Proved myself again and again. But that night, I realized. I didn't need their applause. I had my purpose. My skills. My self-respect. From then on, I chose distance over disrespect. Growth over gossip. Confidence over comparison. And whenever someone calls me a failure now, I smile. Because I know. They're just speaking from a place I've already outgrown.